Here's a brief demo of an ant-themed RTS, where you play as an ant defending your flag from a swarm of insects. The units in this game are all different types of insects, with different stats and priorities from one another. The ant defender is fast, but otherwise has mid-range stats. Its goal is to defeat all of the other bugs. The other bugs are the aphid, ladybug, and beetle, whose strength and health ascend and speeds descend, respectively. They all have the objective of reaching the ant's flag. I enjoyed thinking of how to create the different unit types. I would have loved the opportunity to balance further and give them special actions. Like, I think it would be cool if when the ladybug reached a certain threshold in health loss, it could seek out nearby aphids and eat them to regain health, playing off their real-world ecology. The ant defender is the player's unit, and it can be controlled either through the player directly clicking the unit they want the ant to go to, or by clicking the best target portrait button at the bottom of the screen. This will command the ant to seek out the given target, and if it's an enemy, defeat it. With a bit more time, a nice UX improvement here would have been to allow the user more control over specific ants that they're directing. By either clicking on an ant, or through like a click-drag selection area to select all the ants within a given area, the player could subsequently click a target and direct only their selected ants to that location. This would give fine control and nuance to strategizing unit placement. If the player so chooses, they can relinquish control of their units to an AI mode, which dictates the ant's targets based on a search system and prioritization algorithm. The current design uses BFS with short-circuiting conditions for early discoveries. It's on a generalized script that can be repurposed for any unit. When the search looks at a new cell, it uses the grid lookup to determine if there are any units at that position. Then, the pattern uses a modular prioritization algorithm, where the searching unit submits a list of different priorities they care about, and measures the current priority of the found units. The prioritization algorithm contains definitions for a collection of different priority checks and normalizations it can perform, based on the different parameters the searching unit cares about. And the searching unit tells it what to check through a list of preferences, like it's ordering off a menu. If the found unit meets a certain minimum priority, then the searching unit considers it good enough and declares it the new target. The grid system was fun to develop. It acts like a giant chessboard, and the unit controller classes extend it to store their positions and look up whether or not they're near any other units. The grid is a fun idea, and with more time, I think an immersive functionality that the grid can champion is by being used for defining different layers of environmental factors. For example, in addition to storing units, it can have a rough terrain layer, storing properties to a certain cell about the terrain that can impede a unit's movement. Or maybe a pheromone layer, where cells can store data about certain effects that can carry instructions, buffs, or debuffs to units. That's the general overview of this demo. It was a lot of fun to work on, and I'd love the opportunity to join the team and contribute to the vision for this game. If there's anything else you need, please just reach out and ask. I look forward to your response.